Hi, it's Anastasia. We are watching The Mandalorian. I have a friend who really hyped me up for The Mandalorian, and that was the last straw why I decided to do this before the Clone Wars. I know there's information that I need to know from the Clone Wars, and like some characters appear in The Mandalorian, but I think it's from season 2 or season 3 from the Clone Wars. But I hope The Mandalorian TV series will explain me everything that I need, and yeah, I'm really excited for this one, because I was told that this is probably one of the new best thing from the Star Wars universe, and it's really goes well with the themes and the feeling that you really want to get from the Star Wars. And obviously it's about different characters, I think. Well, there's the meme about the Mandalorian, what you think the Mandalorian is with Baby Yoda. And obviously I know some so what I know is about the Mandalorian. There is the main guy who's the Mandalorian, I think bounty hunter, right? I think the Baby Yoda is not even the secondary character. Probably he'll appear like a few times in the TV series, and I don't think he's the main focus of it. I think the Mandalorians are the species from from planet Mandalorian or something like that. I think we will learn more about their culture and what's going on. And I was thinking about the timeline, because I know that people was thinking that the small Yoda is actually our real Yoda, but I think it turns out he's not, or probably people are not sure yet. Maybe he is, maybe he is not. And because of this information, I think it's obviously before everything. Well, I don't know how old is Yoda. Probably he's 100 years old, maybe even more. So I think it's pre-Republic time, pre-Republic period. Yeah, so I'm really the first thing I really want to know is the timeline and what we are talking about. That's what I'm expecting from the episode 1 or episode 2, and we'll learn about the main character. I'm really intrigued if they will include the Force in this TV series, because from what I saw, it's just the desert and this Mandalorian guy with Baby Yoda walking here and there and doing stuff. And it's kind of different vibe from the the main saga. Obviously, I think it's a bold move to make it a little bit different. Maybe from the feeling, from the atmosphere, it's a little bit like a Solo movie. The desert and stuff. Yeah, but I'm really intrigued how many things they will include from the the Star Wars that we know, the Force, the Jedis. Will we see the Jedis? I don't know. The dark side. Will be anything about it there? I don't know. I don't have any information about that. So I'm really intrigued. And let's watch. So we're starting the classic Wild West thing. The guy walks into the bar and he'll start the fight. I think, is it the TV series is Galactic Wild West?
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Yeah, and the music is Wild West.
No droids.
They suggest him their R2D2 robot as his, the secondary character that we expect. But he decided the robots will not be his sidekick. Interesting sound. A little bit different from the Star Wars.
Razor Crest, am I right?
Razor Crest?
Pre-Empire? I've Is it true that you guys never take off your helmets?
Yeah, we would love to see his face.
Boy.
But they're not going to show us.
Get home to the
Oh,
cowboy.
yeah, we saw that with Han Solo. Empire. So it's like after? But why would people think that the Yoda is Yoda? Interesting armor. Like, there's so many different details. And even the colors of so the Empire is gone. Who are those guys working for? What side?
The Beskar belongs back into the hands of a Mandalorian. It is good to restore the natural order of things after a period of such disarray. Don't you agree?
So many questions. Oh. No. Oh, I think we saw this shot. Where did we saw this shot? Oh, she's a Mandalorian too. She's making the weapons.
A pauldron would be in order. Has your signet been revealed?
Not yet.
Soon.
That's good. I was once a foundling.
I know.
So this is their shield that is so expensive. Oh, a very interesting, beautiful scene. I really like how they combine his unprotected childhood with the scenes with making the armor. That's deep. So the armor is the most expensive and important part of their, job. Okay.
Perhaps if you removed your helmet.
So our galactic cowboy is learning how to ride the galactic horse. You need to become friends with him, feed him.
That's good.
And then he will die and we'll all be crying about him.
That's good.
It's the first episode, always good for setting the friendships and setting to your character on the journey.
I have never met a Mandalorian. I've only read the stories. If they are true, you will make quick work of it. Then there will again be peace.
Nice bounty droid. You just send the droid to get the mission done.
I require an answer if I am to proceed. Alert.
Such a cool droid.
I will initiate self-destruct sequencing.
Self-destruct.
Manufacturers
You're not so bad for a droid.
agreed.
We have a friendly droid.
The tracking fob is still active. My sensors indicate that there is a life form present.
Oh, will we find Baby Yoda here? This is a... So this is the cargo we need to deliver, right? Baby Yoda. And he'll decide not to deliver it. Yeah, it's Baby Yoda.
Sadly, we'll never know. No. To be terminated.
Oh, from the droid. Oh. Oh, there are also the pictures. The art. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, is Taika Waititi in this? Oh, frankly, they're elevating this episode so much with the last arts. In the end, it's beautifully done. Yeah. So the tough, but not so tough. I feel he has a huge heart. This Mandalorian bounty hunter. You don't know his name, right? So the Mandalorian guy. Yeah, he's quite soft, I feel. Obviously, he's our main character, even though he's a bounty hunter and pretty good at this. So he met his new friend, Baby Yoda, who is 50 years old. And I'm confused. I thought we'll have the pre-Republic time. That's why everyone was thinking it's Yoda. But now, so obviously the Empire is gone. But I think it's before First Order. I don't know. I thought, yeah, and like they said that Mandalorians are gone, so they're like, I never seen the Mandalorian, or only heard the stories. And obviously, our main character, I think he will, I don't know, he'll bring back the glory of being a Mandalorian, or, I think the topic of this TV series will be also concerning, the Mandalorians and, I don't know, getting them back together. Obviously, we'll learn more about his childhood and what happened there, and maybe he will not be alone, because right now he's like a lone wolf. Maybe he'll bring back the glory to the nation. Maybe he will find some other Mandalorians, but I don't know. He seems like very alone kind of character. Maybe it will be a different story. Maybe. But obviously Baby Yoda will be his sidekick. I thought he will not be his sidekick, but obviously he is. Yeah. I thought that bounty droid would be our friend for the rest of the TV series, but no, he killed him. He sacrificed him for Yoda. Yeah, so I really like the music. Music really suits the visuals and the feeling that you get from this galactic wild bounty hunter quest that we are going for. It reminds me a little bit like what was the... Yeah, it reminds me of the Borderlands, like the game. We have this guy, the client who is using the stormtroopers. And is he a follower? Well, probably he's... Well, it seems like he's like a senator or something, based on his clothes. Or was higher in the hierarchy of the Empire. And maybe he's not the follower of the Empire, or the Darth Vader and stuff. maybe he is just like trying to survive and doing his stuff, and those stormtroopers are like working for those who can pay them. Probably they're just like, the personal bodyguards of the fall of the empire. What else can they do, right? They need to survive. So yeah, maybe that, or maybe the interesting person was this the science guy, who was also invited in. I think if he would be really against the empire, he would wear something else. He's working for, like, what are they doing there? What are they trying to create? Because obviously they are up on something there. So this is the mystery. Maybe it will be the beginning of the First Order, in the very far future. I don't know. Obviously, there are some people after the fall of the empire. Yeah, so after the fall of the empire, okay, I'm thinking back on the episode 6. So an empire has fallen, right? And that was years before the First Order came into place. And obviously a lot of people who was with the empire, they would want to get the power back in their hands, and somehow they managed to do that when the First Order came, right? So maybe this guy is playing the role in this storyline. Maybe he's not. That's the question. We don't know yet. Yes, obviously the second interesting character here, who we don't know anything about yet, is this guild guy. Who I thought for a second was Lando. I don't know, there's something about the claws, but then I thought it's more of the guilt of the religion clothing. Probably there's something about that. Yeah. And this guy, yeah, I think we'll learn more about this guild and what they are for. Like, are they somehow related to the Force? I don't know. I'm really digging the vibe and the atmosphere of this show. I already like the main character. I already have feelings for him. I'm sure we will touch things about his childhood, or by the end of the season, I will have some tears about that. I think he's a great character. There's like something, I don't know. Even though he's in the armor, you can feel there's so many emotions. I don't know. Great job for the actor, and it's a lot about the movements when you don't see their face, obviously. Yeah, a really, really good job. And yeah, I'm really digging the atmosphere here. I had a lot of questions in the beginning, in the middle of this episode. I don't know if that's meant to be like the questions when he was talking with the guild guy and with the client, if it's meant to be like the information that we'll learn more about future in the TV series, or this is like actually something I'm missing because I haven't seen the Clone Wars or stuff like that. But I don't think they will put this. I think they will stay clear with the main storyline for those who are not, who haven't seen the Clone Wars. That's what I assumed. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the story of this guy, and we will learn more about the Mandalorians and his parents, his family, his the nation, and all the histories about the Mandalorians and the legacy that I think he'll bring back to the nation.